sa ganoon, pwede natin mag-file ng case against them.
Ma'am, not once na sumagot sa inyong MWSS sa inyong mga accusations?
Ito nga po, sumagot po sila ng huling investigation at inamin nila, innovation lang. Take note innovation lamang ng regulatory office na ilagay na business plan pa lang pwede nang isingil sa ating mga mamamayan. It was just an innovation of the regulatory office. They admitted it during the investigation. Muntik ako mahulog sa upuan ko. Wala naman pala siya concession agreement ito. Inimbento lamang ito para madali daw mag-compute. So in other words, we are paying for water for business plans pa lang. Hindi na-investan. Business plan.
Ma'am, pardon my evening, ano po, kasi nakaka-receive din kami ng information dapat sa inyong mga pagpupulgar. Ma'am, with your indulgence, yung bang father niya kumukuha ng kontrata sa MWSS?
Hindi po. Narinig ko na rin po yung story niyan. As a matter of fact, when I was starting, kaya ako na involved dito sa tubig, meron kaming farm sa Bulacan na nawalan kami ng tubig. Hindi kami nakapag-ani ng bigas. And then we realized that the reason why was because yung 15 CMS na nanggagaling sa na dapat pang NIA ay nakukuha pala ng domestic water supply because of the Water Crisis Act. Ito yung 15 CMS na para sa NIA nagagamit para sa domestic water supply. So, nung nag-discuss ako sa tatay ko, yung tatay ko, ang ginawa niya, tinanong niya yung province of Bulacan. Yung province of Bulacan, sabi sa kanya, kinumission siya to conduct a study kung anong solusyon ang pwede para nang sa ganun mabalik yung 15 CMS at ma-replace yung kinukuha ng MWSS papunta sa Metro Manila consumers. So we conducted a study. Gumawa kami ng study na sinabit namin ito sa MWSS because we felt that it was really a feasible solution. Tapos nung sinabit namin sa MWSS, nakakatakot dahil bago daw nila buksan yung proposal, maglagay daw muna kami. And we did not submit that para magka-negosyo. Sinabit namin ito because we believe it was a solution to a problem. And when they asked us for money, I said, this is something that we shouldn't do. Counselor po ako noon ng Quezon City at talagang ako ay nanghina. I told my dad, let us not give money because ito ay nakakatulong. Nung nanalo si Pangulong Aquino, sinabit namin ang proposal sa kanya. Dahil para sa amin, it is up to you now what you want to do about it. So pagkatapos ng sono ni Pangulong Aquino at sinabi niya yung tungkol doon sa mga corruption sa MWSS, na-verify ko yung na-experience namin at doon na ako magsimula ng sarili kong investigation.
So kung yung project proposal ay hindi mag-i-entail na yung tatay ninyo magiging contractor?
Hindi po.
Ano yung nature ng proposal? Kasi yung naririnig ko malaking halaga ang involved, including right of way na daraanan ng mga tubo.
Ito sa proposal na pwedeng pagkuhanan ng kapalit na tubig. We submitted it as a proposal, but we don't have any capability to do that. Wala naman po kami malaking kumpanya, and we don't have any capability to do that. It was just really a proposal that we invested on so that we could help. Mula nung naging congresswoman ako, we divested all interests on the company that conducted the study. And I told my father na rin when I started investigating, let us totally divest ourselves from it. We have lost interest, and you can ask all the people in MWSS, not even once did we follow up on that proposal because as far as we're concerned, this is a proposal that we feel can help. And ito yung nakakatawa doon, is that kung meron akong mga sinabi mga ganitong bagay, bakit nila nagka-questionin yung karakter ko? Meron ba akong sinabing hindi totoo? I think that is one thing that's very common in the Philippines na pag meron kang sinabi, kailangan isipin if you have a vested or ulterior motive behind it. And I'll be the first one to say that we don't have any vested interest.
Mabalikan ko lang, solicited po ba yung study na ginawa ninyo o motu proprio?
No, it's unsolicited.
Okay. Question sa ating mga sama.
Only what there will be filing cases against whom?
Wala pa naman. Ito ay isang bagay na pinapaaral ko sa aming mga abogado kung ano ang mga pwedeng mga kasong i-file kung sakasakali na hindi natin namakto. Pero ako, pag umaksyon ang MWSS, At RO, masaya na ako doon because mas masaya ako na makinabang ang consumers. Yung ibigay ng sinisingil sa mga projects na ginagagawa at ilagay sa escrow yung mga nasingil na, I'd be more than happy pag nagawa nila yun.
How is it true that there will be another increase in income?
Ang alam ko kasi, itong February, yung effectivity yung Feb 16, ang supposed to be wala namang due increase. At ito yung hinahabol natin na huwag naman magkaroon ng another increase na naman.
With that, hihingan na natin ng huling statement ng ating mga financial managers. Unahin natin si Professor Manigay. Ma'am, last statement yun ninyo kung ano mang topic na gusto nyo expound pa.
Siguro magandang balita na lang ako na yung isang bill ko na na-pass na on third reading, yung driving bill. So, mabuti na rin na ipasa na yun. Siguro, napapanahon na. Maraming salamat sa pag-imbita ninyo sa akin dito. And I hope that before we break for the Easter break, the session breaks, we'll be able to finish discussing and voting on the armed elections and as well as the impeachment, the committee report on impeachment of the Ombudsman Mercedes Gutierrez. I look forward to a healthy debate come Monday and until Wednesday. And I hope that the issues that we discussed today will be fully threshed out when we resume.
Amen. Professor Manigay.
Thank you for inviting me here. My pleasure to be with two fighting ladies of the House, Congresswoman Agripay and Congresswoman BH. This is quite a revelation. My first time to share the forum with them. Pati hindi pala itong dalawa ito. Mabigat lang katapat. Well, it's going to be an interesting week coming up. It's my hope that we can resolve the ALMM bill and the impeachment complaint. The other thing is that considering what's happening in Japan now, it's touch and go. We don't know what's going to happen an hour from now. I think as a nation and as a member of the international community, as a part of mankind, let's all pray that this will be resolved, that all's well, that's going to end well. Sana huwag naman lumala ito, sana matapos itong crisis na ito kasi ang laki ng epekto nito sa atin, not just Japan but to us. Yung 300,000 OFWs, yung mga milyong mga pamilya nila na umaasa sa kanila dito, yung negosyo ng Pilipinas, yung